and I can't sweep you off of your feet. Will your mouth still remember the taste of my love? Will your eyes still smile from your cheeks? Darling, I will be loving you till we're 70. And baby, my heart, darling,
Hello to everybody.
be loving you till we're 70.
We want to welcome all of you to Love and Relationship
Baby, my
on Instagram. You're most welcome. And on Facebook, you're welcome to a moment together with myself and my wife. We'll be joining you very soon. Go ahead. Let's see those who are in right now.
Maybe just the touch of a hand. Me, I fall in love with you every single day. I just wanna tell you I am. So honey, now take me into loving arms.
We want to welcome our viewers right now.
Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars.
We want to welcome our viewers on Facebook.
Baby, we found love right where.
Want to welcome our viewers on Facebook. And I want to give a special welcome to Constance. Constance, you're most welcome. Thank you for joining us, Constance. We want to also welcome here Denise Mitchell. And we want to welcome also here Enoch. Enoch, you are most welcome. And Matilda Otu. Thank you for joining us, Matilda. Christian, we want to welcome Christiana Sam. Thank you, Christiana, for joining us, Christiana. We also want to welcome Abla Golo. Hey, Abla. Welcome to Love and Relationship. We want to welcome our Instagram viewers also. And for our Instagram viewers, we do have here Pastor Kofa. Hey, Pastor Kofa. Mami Pokua. Welcome, Vita Official. All right, who else we have? We have AJ Samuel, Humble and Faith. All of you are most welcome. It's going to be an amazing time as we spend some time together learning from the Word of God. We have a very interesting topic for discussion today. Mommy, you want to tell us the topic today?
Appreciating your spouse.
Learning to appreciate your partner. That's what we are looking at today. Trakees, all the way from Florida, you're most welcome, Trakees. Paul Denti, hey, thanks for joining us today. We look forward to an amazing time. Hey, Joe Roski. Hi, Joe. You're welcome, Joe. God bless you. God bless you. God bless all of you. Let's do this. We want you to go ahead and share this video. If you're on Instagram, get your friends to come on. Come on, let them all in now. YouTube, want to give a special welcome to you on YouTube. And I have you to, just send an invite to your friends through your WhatsApp and have them join us here as we celebrate this moment of learning from God's presence, learning about appreciation. I want to do that together. We want to also say hello back to you, Henrietta. You say hello, lovely couple. We say hello back to you, Henrietta. Already, we are all.
Hello, Lexus. Instagram. Espopia. Hello. Kwame Boateng. Rodney. How are you? HB. Hi. Shirley, you are welcome. We want to welcome all of you. It's going to be good today.
You are most welcome to Love and Relationship. Myself, Emmanuel, my wife, Mina, and we'll be talking about appreciating your spouse. Appreciating your spouse. That's what we are looking at today. And I hope you are ready, and I hope you are all set to experience a wonderful time and to learn something that will be a blessing to you. Be a blessing to you and be a blessing to your spouse and be a blessing to your partner. And if you're not married, be a blessing to you. You also learn something that will help you for your dealings with people and also help you with your relationship with your future partner. The scripture says something and says, "Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not his benefits." Bless the Lord, O my soul, and do not forget his benefits. Now, what I want to say is this: that for each one of us, we have to learn to appreciate one another. We have to learn to love, respect one another. We have to learn to value one another. And the scripture says, "Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not his benefits." So the psalmist is teaching us something about appreciating God for the benefits that we receive from him, okay? And the same way in life, God will bring people your way, people who are a blessing to you, people who have been part of your journey. And for us, your partner, your husband, your wife, or the person that you are planning to settle down with, you have to learn to appreciate for the benefits that you derive from the person. Listen, every relationship has its own benefits that it comes with. And so you have to learn to appreciate your partner. Now, the thing is this: if you do not learn to appreciate your partner, you are going to weaken the foundation of your marriage. You are going to weaken the foundation of your relationship. You know, one time Jesus Christ healed 10 lepers, and only one leper came back to come and say thank you to Jesus. And then Jesus asked the big question. He says, "Where are the 9?" And in the same way, in the marriage that you are in, the question that I'm asking you is, for what your husband did for you, where are you? Have you come back to say thank you? For what your wife did for you, have you come back to say thank you? Now, the absence of appreciation in a marriage is a trap for the destruction of the marriage. Where couples do not learn to appreciate themselves, a marriage can be destroyed and a marriage can come to a halt. I want to look at the definition. Mama, can you give us the definition of the word appreciation?
To appreciate, or the word appreciation, is to recognize the worth, quality, importance, or magnitude
of a person. Okay, so you see this. We are seeing recognition of worth.
Yes.
And the second one is what? Recognition of quality. And then the third one,
magnitude.
The importance or magnitude of a person. All right? Recognition of the worth of a person. So if I say I appreciate my spouse, I have to recognize her worth. How much is her worth to me? What quality that has she brought into the marriage? How important is she to me? What is her magnitude, the weight that she comes with, her value into the marriage? And when we talk about appreciation in everyday language, we are just saying that you come to the place where you come to a place where all you do is that you look at the positives of your spouse, and looking at the positives, you go ahead and then you love your partner and you express a certain level of affection to them, just of gratitude to them, just because of what they have done in your life and who they have become to you. So, Momina, what do you want to say again?
We want to also say that to appreciate your husband or your wife, got to come from your heart. Okay? You have to make sure that what you are doing is from within. It's from the deepest, part of you, which is your heart. And you add your mind to it. So we are going to look at why do people not appreciate their spouse?
All right, that's a big question. So why do people not appreciate their spouse? Number one, one thing that we agreed on, my wife and I, was that people take their spouses for granted. Anything you take for granted, you do not value and you will never appreciate. So you out there, God bless you with your husband and God bless you with your wife. And so learn to appreciate your husband and learn to appreciate your wife. Secondly, people do not appreciate their spouses because they see the support and the love their spouses give to them as a right, as something they deserve. It is their right. They cannot be denied. They did not earn it. It's just their right. They were born with it. They got to have it. All right?
It's a must.
Yeah, it looks like it's a must. If you have this attitude, there's no way you can appreciate your partner. It's not a right. The support your husband is giving to you, your wife is giving to you, it's not like I deserve it anyway. Well, there are other people who don't have it in their own marriages, but here you are having it. So people don't appreciate because of the mentality of entitlement. All right. The other reason why people don't appreciate is because we live in a culture where people just don't like appreciation. Everybody is just so much about himself that people would not like, do not like to express the value of the other person to them.
They're self-centered.
They are self-centered. A culture of inappreciation, of ingratitude. And so, Mamina, what are some of the things that when you appreciate, what are some of the things that can happen in your relationship when you appreciate your partner? So when you appreciate your partner,
the effect it has on you,
yes,
is health, good health. Or when we talk about health, it's a broad thing. Okay, so showing gratitude to your partner can increase a person's wellness, increase better self habits, increase metabolism, lessen stress. Okay, so these are some of the things that will impact your spouse positively in the area of appreciation, appreciating yourselves.
That's right.
It can increase or be impactful to you in the area of your health.
Yeah, it is actually proven. It's proven that people who learn to appreciate each other are people who a person who loves to appreciate another person is a person who is in good health. All right, and a company where they learn to appreciate their spouses, they appreciate their workers, they end up having workers who want to give more.
That's right.
All right. In other words, it improves the general atmosphere of their company.
Right.
Now, what I want to say is this also is that there are people who are in marriages and they are sick. They are physically ill. They are sick. They are sick. Why? Because their partners never show them appreciation. All right. 1, 2, or they themselves don't know how to appreciate. Everything is about them. They are angry. They are always upset. So when I talk about they are sick, they are physically and emotionally ill because there's a part of them that doesn't know how to appreciate and they just want to receive. And since they don't know how to appreciate and they want to receive and they are not getting, it brings them to a place of unwellness. Unwellness. Now, the second major thing I want to say is that when you appreciate, you motivate the recipient of the appreciation so that the recipient of the appreciation is able to do more. When you appreciate, you cause the recipients of the appreciation to sacrifice and to give more into the marriage. All right. So let me just display and do something. Your brain is affected by appreciation. Okay. Psychology Today article discusses this. It says that the human brain is affected by appreciation and gratefulness. Now, and I want everybody to pay attention to this. The hypothalamus, which controls bodily functions such as eating and sleeping, and dopamine is the reward neurotransmitter, are heavily affected from feelings of gratitude. So the hypothalamus and the dopamine are heavily affected by feelings of gratitude. All right. Your dopamine controls many functions, including your behavior, your emotions, and your cognition. All right. So whenever you are appreciated, it stirs up your dopamine. When you appreciate the other person, it stirs them up. They have good feelings. They have good behavior. They act in an awesome and in a very nice way. You know, feelings of gratitude directly activate brain regions associated with your dopamine, like I said earlier. So when people are appreciated, it affects their dopamine. All right, which is the reward neurotransmitter. What I'm saying is that if I appreciate my wife, I am stirring up a part of her life. All right. And once I stir up that part of that part of her brain now is looking to reward what stirred up. I'm the one that stirred up. So she's looking for an opportunity to be a blessing. All right. In other words, I am motivating her to do more. She doesn't really have to give me any gift, but once I appreciate her, if I appreciate her for being supportive to me in whatever I am doing, now she is motivated to appreciate me the more, or to do more to put more into what I'm doing. Now, in the same way, if she appreciates me, I also come to the place where I'm able to do more. She doesn't have to tell me to do more, but once she's grateful for what I'm doing, God is using me to do in her life, and I see her expressing the gratitude, I do more. So if you want your husband or your wife to do more, this is basic psychology. Appreciate your partner. Appreciate your partner. Be grateful to your partner. Be there to let your partner know that you value them and you are thankful for whatever they have done and what they are contributing into your life, and they are contributing into your marriage. If you do that, you will automatically, there will be like a quick response, a quick reaction from the person who is receiving their gratitude and appreciation. They do more. They do more. Now, why do we want to, why those of us who have kids, why do we tell our kids, great job, great job? When you tell them great job, you stir in the part of their brain that wants to reward you by doing more. Are you here with me? So in your marriage, never downplay appreciation, because once you downplay it, you are not going to get a lot of what your spouse puts in the marriage, a lot of the positives. The reason why our partners stop putting a lot of positives in the marriage is because they don't feel appreciated, and so they don't give more. If you want your partner to give more, then appreciate your partner. Then also be thankful to God for what your partner is putting to the marriage. Now let's get practical here. Let's use a simple example. You are going to study, and your wife decides to just take up a lot for you to be able to study, for you to be able to finish your studies. Now you will think that, oh yeah, study is going to benefit the family, so if I have to study and I have to cut down my working hours and my wife picks stuff up, does that mean that she's done something? Otherwise, you know, once your wife has done that, to be able to give you the push, you must be eternally grateful. Because without her holding the fort in your home, you couldn't have been able to get it. What do? You show her gratitude, appreciation, not only once. As often as you get opportunity, remind your spouse of the contribution that he has put into your life for you to get to where you are. Now, once you do that, she is always willing to put in more effort to push you up. The reason why your spouse may not be pushing you up and your spouse may not be helping you is because you are not putting in the appreciation that they deserve. Now, when it comes to appreciation, one of the things you also need to understand is that when anybody who is appreciated feels valued. If I appreciate my wife, she feels valued. My wife appreciates me, I feel very valued. Don't say my partner does not love me, doesn't care about me. Well, the reason why they say you don't love me or you don't care about them is because they don't see you placing value on them. Just as in marriage, you love a woman and you buy an expensive diamond ring and place on the finger, you are placing value on your partner. Anytime that you appreciate your partner, you are saying that they are valuable to you. They are a great contributor to the progress of your life. All right. So appreciation makes your partner feels valued. That's it. I appreciate my wife. She feels like I value her. She appreciates me. I feel valued. I feel like I'm precious. I feel like I'm something big. Now, the other thing I want to talk about here is that when it gets to appreciation, you have to focus on the positives. You have to focus on the positives. You don't focus on the negatives. All right? So when we talk about appreciation, you focus on the positives in the marriage. When you want to look out for negatives, you will always find it. All right? If I want to look for a negative in my wife, I will find a negative. If I want to look for a positive in my wife, I will find a positive. Now, we don't need to focus on negatives because negatives will not help the relationship. Only positives will help the relationship. Now, to appreciate your partner, it helps you to have a mindset and to have the eye to just look at positive things. All right? If my wife wants to see negative things in me, she will see it and she will not be able to put in a lot of effort. On the other hand, if my wife is a woman who loves to appreciate, she will not look out for the negative. She will focus on the positive. So when you now bring into your relationship, you bring in appreciation, you now begin to focus more on positives instead of negatives. All right. If I want to work in appreciation, I look at only positives. If I want to appreciate you, I just look at the positives. That's it. I look at what you do to enhance my own life. Then I can be able to appreciate you. So when we are saying that when a couple introduces appreciation into their marriage, they don't focus too much on negatives. They are looking for an opportunity to say thank you. So if you are looking for an opportunity to say thank you, you'll find it. You'll find that your spouse is loving. You'll find that your spouse is supportive. You'll find out your spouse is one who is always by your side. Appreciation. Gratitude. It makes you focus on positives. And then the fifth thing is this. When you introduce appreciation into your marriage and into your relationship, you create a culture of appreciation in your marriage. All right? Because there's something called the law of reciprocity. When every good turn deserves another. So if you, who is watching me right now, if you learn to appreciate your partner, your partner will learn to appreciate you. If you learn to appreciate, you are creating a culture of appreciation in your marriage. If you learn to appreciate, you are creating a culture of valuing yourselves in your relationship and in your marriage. And that's why you need to appreciate. So let me go over this again. So when we talk about appreciation, why must you appreciate? Well, number one, you must appreciate your partner, because appreciation, being somebody who loves to appreciate, it improves your health. Number two, it motivates the one you appreciate so that they can do more. If you appreciate your partner, they'll keep putting on more effort, because everybody loves accolade. Everybody loves thank you. Everybody loves gratitude. So if you appreciate your partner will put in more effort to hear more thank you. And I'm just trying to summarize what we've been talking about here. The third thing is that if you appreciate your partner feels valued. And then again, if you have the culture of appreciation, you learn how to appreciate. You don't look at negatives. You don't pay attention to negatives. Because you have a heart of appreciation, you always look out for what can I see in this person to appreciate. You find it. You see, what you look for is what you find. And then also, if you learn to appreciate, what happens is that your partner also learns to appreciate. So then there is a culture of appreciation in your marriage. So I want to appreciate my spouse. We're already talking about appreciation, appreciating our spouse in marriage. Well. There are many areas of your life you have to look out for to appreciate. I look at myself, and if I want to appreciate my wife, there's 1,001 things. One of the things I will appreciate about my wife was that when I met her, I was a student, and she still believed I was going somewhere. And she stood with me, and she stuck with me. This is a good reason to appreciate my wife. How about you? One of the things I want to thank God for my wife is that my wife stood by me through thick and thin. I will appreciate her forever for that. The times I wanted to further my education, so on 2 different occasions, my wife stood by me. I have to learn to appreciate her. My wife has just been there and being supportive and making sure that I'm able to get to where I am. I owe her for the rest of my life. And I just show gratitude and I just show appreciation. The more I do that, the more she's able to also do more into the marriage and into the relationship. So don't just be at a place where you feel like you don't want to say thank you to anybody. You want to say thank you to your wife. The thank you say to your wife, your husband and your wife, make them continue to do more. Don't say that, well, others are doing it for their husbands and doing it for their wives. So if my wife does it, my husband does it, why should I say thank you? Please learn to say thank you. What are the first few things we teach our children? We teach our children to say thank you. Learn to say thank you in your marriage.
Learn to say thank you. Say more often. Thank you. Thank you, honey. Thank you for giving me the water to drink, the cup of water. Thank you for the gift you bought for me on your way home. Learn to say thank you to your spouse more often.
Appreciation. So now, what ways to show appreciation? The first way to show appreciation is the use of words. All right? The use of words. Mama just said so now. Thank you. So what are some of the words you can use to say thank you, Mama?
Oh, babe. You know I love you. Thank you so much, and I appreciate all you do for me. May God bless you.
So
I love you dearly.
That's so nice. So that's a great example of saying thank you. Words. Compliment.
Yes.
Your compliment. You say, honey, you are just the best wife in the whole wide world. Mm-hmm. When I look at my life and I look at how far I've come, I know I couldn't have gotten where I am without your support. Thank you so much. I love you, babe. That is an example of appreciation. That's what we're talking about here. That's an example of you showing gratitude and you showing appreciation. That's a typical example of that.
Writing and thoughtful notes. or letter to say thank you.
So notes, write notes. Now, if you cannot write notes, send text messages and state the reason for saying the thank you. Thank you for the wonderful children. Thank you for picking up the grocery for me. Thank you that when I told you I was running late, I thank you that when I came back home, you prepared a meal for us to eat. Thank you. Just every little thing, learn to use words to show gratitude for every little thing that your partner contributes into the marriage. I think that we're going to go far if we adopt this kind of attitude of using words. And Mamina said notes. And how about gifts, honey?
It's very important. Gift on your birthday, you say thank you, you appreciate your spouse by giving you the gift. It's very important. Christmas Day, Mother's Day, or Father's Day, learn to say thank you. And let it be part of you. Say more often. Let it be part of you. Learn to say thank you.
So you say thank you for receiving, but the other part of gift also is that you also give gifts to show appreciation. If your partner has always stood by you or did something spectacular for you that you love, why don't you just go to the store and buy something? Honey, this is for you, just for doing this. So you can express gratitude through words, okay? And you can express gratitude through notes. You can express gratitude through gifts.
Or surprises. Let's say morning breakfast or something before your husband or your wife gets up. I've already prepared the breakfast, or prepared the lunch for your husband or wife to take to work. Something like that. Surprises.
And let them know that I'm doing this especially for you because of this reason. It's my way of saying thank you to you. It's my way of saying thank you to you. It's very important. And when you want to say thank you, learn to. There are some people who only when they meet other people before they start showing appreciation to their partners. When they meet people, oh, my husband is the best. Oh, my wife is so kind. But in private, they don't. They are pretenders. In other words, the truth is that they don't appreciate their partners. It's only when they get outside that they want to show off, to keep up with the Joneses. Then they try to make it look as if they are appreciative. But true appreciation is in the heart and it's in private or where nobody sees. So if you say you appreciate your spouse, then at home, where you are with your spouse all the time, show appreciation. Not when you meet your extended family, not when you go to church, not when there are people around you, before you now start showing. Do in private and also do in public. Some do in public, but they don't do in private. But first, I believe first it begins in private before it goes into public. Mm-hmm. So show appreciation by doing it privately and doing it publicly. All right? All right, so at this point, we are going to receive some questions. If you have any questions, shoot us your questions. We are ready for you. Now with so much questions, so many people here. Oh, already?
The first question. You recently taught us that a male's longing is for his woman to respond to his love with excitement. Mm-hmm. What should I do if my wife doesn't do that?
Your wife doesn't do what? Doesn't respond
to his love with
all right.
excitement.
All right. But what you need to do, my dear, is to let your talk to your wife, sit with your wife first, and tell your wife that this is what you want. You are putting in so much, but you don't see her being enthusiastic and appreciating what you are putting in. And tell her how you feel when she puts in the effort of appreciating the sacrifices that you are making. What am I saying? For example, you send your wife a text message every morning when you get to work and your wife doesn't respond all day and doesn't even care. All right, you have to let her know that if she's not showing, she's not responding to your love, it's as if she doesn't love you. And she's not encouraging you to continue to do what you're doing. So sit with your wife, speak to your wife, talk to your wife about it, that this is what motivates you to do even more of what you are doing, and that you really want to find out, does she love this? If she loves it, let her support it by responding positively to the things that you are doing.
And it shouldn't come out like you are angry, out of anger and something. You know, if you say it for the first time and she doesn't respond right away, you wait. You wait, find a nice, time, cozy environment, and say it again. Let her get it, say it, continue to say it until she gets it. Okay, the second question. If my partner's love language is physical touch, but I'm honestly not extremely comfortable with a lot of touching, what steps can I take to overcome this so that I can show my partner that I appreciate them?
All right. You don't like the touching, he likes the touching, or vice versa. My dear, when you love somebody, one of the things that happens in a love relationship is touching. All right. You may not like the touching, but if you don't take care and you push your partner back, you'll be craving for touching and you won't get the touching. All right. So this is what you want to do. What you want to do is to learn how to receive the touch. And also let your partner know which parts of your body that you are not comfortable with your partner touching. All right. So let them know which area of your body you are not comfortable when they touch. And learn how to be able to accept the touching of your partner. Once they don't touch the places that irritate you, I think you should be fine.
And you show him where to touch. Tell him, this is where you touch me, I feel like, So you have to let him touch the areas that you feel comfortable with.
Yeah. Right, while we are on this, if you haven't shared this video on Facebook, go ahead and share the video whilst we are receiving the questions. And in your YouTube, go ahead and also invite your friends to join us whilst we go on with love and relationship. Today, we are talking about appreciation. We've spoken extensively about what appreciation is. We've spoken about the benefits of appreciation. We've spoken about how you can appreciate your partner. And now we are doing Q&A. Any more questions, babe?
Yes. My husband is obsessed with sports, but I'm not even remotely a fan of sports. I'm having trouble trying to appreciate his hobbies. So what tips do you have for my situation?
I'll tell you a story. So one of the pastors in our church likes football. And the wife discovered that when the man is playing football, the man is watching football, and usually on Sunday after church. And the man is watching the football, the man doesn't pay attention to her. I mean, no matter what she does, the man will not until the game is over. And if you know something about American football, it takes a long time. Because when play is interrupted, it's stopped. Something when there's infringement or anything, the clock is stopped. So you play every single minute. All right. So it takes long. And so she feels abandoned. Now that Sunday is when you are home and you want to spend time together. So what did she do? Because her husband loves football, she forced to develop interest in it because she wanted her husband's attention. She learned and understood the game, and then was able to now be chatting with her husband while the game is go on. Once the husband discovered that the wife understood the game and how the game works, the husband was comfortable enough to now was able to open up enough so that they can talk about anything. All right. So the wife didn't become a distraction anymore because the wife she got to know the wife understands the game and the wife is watching the game. But whilst they are watching the game, the wife is able to bring up another topic and he was willing to listen because he understood that the wife, of course, likes the game, so it's not a distraction anymore. So learn learn at least one particular sport, learn something about it. And if you want his time, then when he's watching, be there with him, comment on the sport, talk about the sport. Now, when you shift the topic to other areas, he's fine because he knows that all of you are together in this.
Okay. All right. The next question. What if your significant other doesn't seem to appreciate the gifts you get them? It doesn't use them, even though you put a lot of thought into it.
All right, make sure you
and they don't seem to put much thought into the gifts they get you.
All right, okay. So your partner doesn't really appreciate you by responding positively to the gifts that you get them. Number one, there's some people who are just so let me rewind. So your issue is that your husband doesn't value the gifts you give to your husband or her wife. I don't know who is speaking. And also whatever they get you, they actually don't get you something valuable, something that matches who you are. The truth is that they have no value for you. They don't value you. They don't value it. It's a big issue. And I think you need to begin to invest a lot of prayer into your relationship. One. But two, you need to also sit with your partner. Don't tell them that they don't value you. Tell them, ask them, why is that when I get you expensive stuff, you seem not to value it? Is it because you don't like them? If you don't like them, let me know what you like, the kind of things you like, so I can get for you. But number two, let them also know. Don't tell them that it's not like I do not appreciate you. I do appreciate you. But I have also discovered that the things that you give to me, I know what you can do, and I know what you are bringing to me. I feel undervalued by what you are giving me. Not that I don't appreciate your effort. I do appreciate your effort, but I also know your strength. So I'll tell you something. So usually when I want to get I like say it's my wife's birthday or something, and I say, hey, your budget is $100. In this, what she will probably say to me, oh, honey, you are bigger than $100. Come on now. You are bigger than, I know you can do more than $100 budget. So, honey, you are too big than that. She's trying to tell me that she knows how much God has blessed us. And she knows how much what I even do for outsiders. Technically, that's what it means. And as a spouse, I can even do more than that. You get my point. So she does it in a very tactical way that I don't get offended. So you have to be very tactical. But I also think that you need to invest prayer into your relationship and invest prayer into your marriage. Yeah.
Okay. What if you say things when you give gifts and you are still told you are ungrateful? What could be missing?
Well, I think you just need to go back to your partner and ask your partner exactly what is it that your partner means by you are ungrateful. There are many things that goes on people's head, and until they utter it out, you don't know. So you need to find out from your partner, darling. I was very hurt when you said I'm ungrateful. I really do appreciate you. Is there something I'm doing that makes me feel like I do not appreciate you? You need to ask that. And they probably will say, yeah. You don't do this, you don't do this. Then you have to pick it from there and you begin to work on yourself.
My husband is obsessed with sport. Sorry. The next question. My husband does not seem to appreciate my cooking and has a tendency to avoid telling me what I can do to cook the way he would enjoy. I think he doesn't want to hurt my feelings, but I'm stuck and tired of him bringing outside food into our home. Or what should I do?
Whoa.
What words I appreciate her for appreciating my husband?
All right, so you're talking about your husband not enjoying her meals.
Yes.
And when she's cooking, trying to say put this, don't put in, and he brings in outside food.
My husband does not seem to appreciate my cooking and has a tendency to avoid telling me what I can do to cook. The way he would enjoy, he avoids it.
He avoids it.
Okay.
The food he eats, find out where he gets the food from. Go and be friends with whoever has been cooking and sit by them and just find out how they go about it and learn about it without them knowing that you are coming to learn. And pick it and do it, and you will see the results in your home.
That's interesting. All right. No questions.
All right. So if you have any more questions, push your questions here, and let's roll. Instagram, we are waiting for your questions. Facebook, we are waiting for your questions. If you have questions here, throw your questions here. We can see your questions right here from YouTube, from Facebook. We can see a question. God bless you to Trekkies. God bless you, Trekkies. All right. Watching live from United Kingdom. Walter Mensa. Hey, Walter. It's nice to have you joining us here, Walter. It's nice to have you. So if you have questions, please go ahead and throw your questions at us. Any more questions, honey? And I can't sweep you off of the feet. So we are in love and relationship, and somebody said gift does the gift. A gift does the trick all day, and that's true. That's true. Anytime you want to show appreciation to your partner and you can afford using a gift, I want you to go ahead and release the gift and give the gift, because indeed gifts does the trick all day and all time.
Next question. How do you figure out your partner's love language to make them feel appreciated?
Study them. Study your partner. You know, like we all have different love languages, okay? Now that's your husband and that's your wife right there. What you want to do is to study them, all right? And look at what they respond to. Do they respond to words of affirmation? Do they respond to gifts? Do they respond to touch? Do they respond to serving them? Find out what they respond to more. And that thing is their love language, because many people don't even know their own love language. But all they will say is that, as for me, I take words serious. And they will say that without knowing what they're talking about. But that's a clue for you to know that this person is a person who loves words of affirmation. All right, any more questions? Come on, and shoot us your questions. Welcome, Jane, for joining us now. Welcome, Nana Amma, for joining us. But we are now receiving questions. And for those of you who join us, we are talking about gratefulness, or showing gratitude in your relationship and showing gratitude in your marriage. We have gone on to define gratitude as valuing, recognizing your partner, giving credit to your partner, knowing the magnitude of your partner in that relationship. We've gone ahead to define that. We've gone ahead to now talk about why people do not appreciate each other. It's because we take our partner for granted. Now remember the days when you were dating that lady or that gentleman. Remember how you showed gratitude when they respond to your phone calls, when they take you out, when they buy you a gift, how you so much value them and show gratitude. Remember all of that. And go back. Don't take your partner for granted. And which is what many people do. They take their partners for granted. But take your partner for granted. If you do that, you don't know how to say thank you. When you also get to a place where your partner is like, it's my right for my partner to do what they are doing. It's my right. You will not appreciate it. All right. Any questions, honey? So we are receiving questions now. I'm just trying to go over the things we've spoken about for the sake of those who just joined us. I'm going back to the things that we spoke about. Now I'm late. You're welcome. Thank you for joining us. It is well, Amanda. God bless you. Thank you. You're always here. It is well, Amanda. So a recap of the things we spoke about again. We spoke about the fact that when you appreciate your partner, you have a heart of gratitude and appreciation. It keeps you in good health. Because which means that you focus on positives in your partner. And so you don't worry too much. You don't worry too much. A lot of people are sick. Cancer, this sickness, that sickness. A lot of people are in trouble. Why? Because they just don't love to appreciate. Amanda said I'm late today. I know Amanda. Blessings, Nadia. Nadia, you're welcome. Blessings to you. So if you don't have a heart of gratitude, you will just work in the opposite.
Why do married people stop dating themselves in their marriage? I've noticed that a lot. Some don't know the harm they are doing to their marriage. How would you address such issue?
Well, that's exactly what I'm talking about, Claire. What I'm talking about here is the fact that people, once it's like I'm looking for something, I have the thing, and I don't care anymore. And that's not how life is supposed to be. I'm looking for a partner, I get a partner, I don't care anymore. That the reason why people, when they get married, they don't appreciate each other is complacency and taking their partners for granted. Familiarity. Familiarity. And for in life, whatever you practice, you get better at. So I want to urge every married couple, anybody who is dating in a relationship, courting, to get to the place of practicing appreciation. You start with the little things. Thank you for taking me out. Thank you for making time to talk to me. Thank you for encouraging me to write that paper. Thank you very much for getting me that gift. It's a little, start with that and let it be genuine. Let it be genuine. Welcome. We want to welcome Ellen. Thank you for joining us, Ellen. Thank you for joining us, Helen. Ellen Mensah and Hannah Bless. Thank you for joining us. Any more questions? You can shoot your questions in the marriage. I'll tell you a story about appreciation. So I remember this gentleman who got angry, very angry on Father's Day. And the reason is simple, that this gentleman had other people that looks up to him as a father. It's not like he provides for them, but he's this guy who just likes to be in everybody's life and help. And in his home on Father's Day, the gentleman was so angry. It was a big argument, a big misunderstanding. Reason is simple. Reason is that on the Father's Day, not the wife, not the children, nobody really paid attention to him. Nobody really got him a gift. And he was doing this for everybody on their birthday, everybody on their special occasion, including the wife. And on that Father's Day, nobody in their home appreciated him. Rather, people from outside were sending text messages, phone calls, and all of that to say thank you to him for he being a father figure in their lives. And it was so bad that the counselor had to sit in that case to teach the wife and teach the children. Learn to appreciate. All right? So there's nobody under the sun who doesn't love appreciation. That's the first myth I want to demystify. There's nobody. Everybody loves accolade. Everybody loves appreciation. Everybody loves thank you. And so from that story, all I want to say to you is that the fact that your wife is not demanding thank you does not mean they don't care about it. They care about it. The fact that your wife is not demanding thank you does not mean your wife doesn't care about you or cares about it. It's important for you to show gratitude. It's important for you to appreciate your partner. Appreciate. Buy the gift. Say thank you with a gift. Appreciate, my dear. And I want to say to the person who is in that relationship where you are dating and your partner doesn't show appreciation now, it's a big red flag. It's a big red flag. You want to say something?
Yeah, if your partner is not showing appreciation or being appreciative, it tells you, that this man or this woman is not going to value you someday, and you need to be careful about that. Appreciation is something that got to do with you being you, being you, having right sense of yourself, and then being joyful. Because if my husband appreciates me, automatically there's something that bubbles within me, and then I have to react towards the appreciation. So you see me having a lot of joy, being joyful, being joyous, let me put it that way, and then going about being like, wow, now I know that my husband appreciates me. What can I do for him in return? So it's not like he's looking for me to appreciate him, but it comes automatically.
That's right.
Right. So that's why we want you to get it, that you need to appreciate your spouse, your partner. It's very important, whether they ask for it or they don't ask for it. Just do it, and you see how you yourself, you will feel within and then without.
Yeah, I have a question here. With everyone with different preferences, but can you teach your spouse to love, appreciate, and please one another? Because dating and marriage or living together is a big adjustment. Yes, it is a big adjustment, and that's why usually we say that before you get married, make sure that you have the right counseling and the right help and the right support and learn the right things. And that's why we're doing what we're doing now, talking about it now. And these are topics that even when you are dating, you can bring it up when you are talking to your partner, your friend. You just have to bring it up. What do you think about appreciation? Just begin to discuss it. And once you are getting closer to marriage, bring it up that this is something that you want to see happen in your marriage. You want to see that he appreciates you, and you will appreciate him, or you will appreciate her. You want these things to be in your marriage.
It's a question. There are some men who are lacking in all areas and still don't want to learn. How do you handle this?
Don't marry them. No. If a man is lacking in all areas, and you try to bring it up to help them, and they are not responding, it's a red flag. And I think that you shouldn't bother yourself hanging with that person. You better walk away, because it's too much work. Even when you are dating, you cannot handle it. It's too much work, and you don't want to marry that such a person. But if you are already in the marriage, which means you already make the mistake of not doing the due diligence, then you have to just resort to prayer and talking to your partner.
Yeah, you have to know that when he marries you, it's not going to change. If he did not appreciate you before marriage, or tell you I appreciate you or thank you before marriage, and within the marriage you expect that to come from him, it's not going to work like that.
So a man who is not correct all around, you better not even not even marry that person. If you're already married to the person, like I said, resort to prayer and then be talking to the person about it, or maybe seek counseling together to be able to get this thing resolved. We are receiving questions here. We've been talking about appreciation and gratitude. Somebody just came on, and I remember the story of appreciation. So this lady who has always been supportive to the husband, and the husband had to take a number of years to do studies, and the lady literally just ran the home and did everything in support of the husband. What is the first thing the husband do when the husband started working again? The first thing the husband do was to buy an expensive car and give to the lady and say to the lady, thank you very much. Thank you for standing with me during my years of studies. Thank you. This is what we are talking about, sir. Your wife stood by you all the years you are pursuing your career. Your wife stood by you when you are making your plans. Why can't you say thank you to your wife by offering a gift? Lady, your husband stood by you. Remember when you got married and you didn't even have a college degree, and he motivated you and he encouraged you and you have a college degree and you're doing well, don't rub it in now because probably you're making more money than he's making because your profession pays more money. Show gratitude by your humility. Show gratitude by how you handle him. Show gratitude by reminding. Now, people who don't show gratitude are people who don't remember how your life used to be. All right, want to continue? We lost our Instagram viewers, and I'll get them back on.
Yes. So, show gratitude, show gratitude, show gratitude. Learn to show it, even if it's not part of you. Just study, learn about it, and learn to appreciate your partner, appreciate people, appreciate those that you're in relationship with. It's very important. Learn to say thank you. Learn to value people that are around you. You know, if you value them, they will value you. You know, it's very important for you to treat people right, for you to treat your husband or your wife right. Value them. Let them feel loved. Let them feel valued. Let them know that there's somebody who appreciates them in a little way. You don't have to do it, you know, too big, or let them see that you have it, you have everything, and you don't have to do it outside. Of course, the outside is good, but start from inside. Start with your spouse first. Appreciate your spouse, appreciate your family. Then you can go outside and do that too over there. It's very important for you to appreciate your spouse.
Go ahead, Annie.
Okay, there is a question here. As individuals, we have to be appreciative in all ways of life, so it becomes part of. It's not a question; it's a contribution. Appreciation is like having manners. Yes, it's very important. You have to do that. One question. One thing I've learned is that culture also plays a good part in some of these behaviors. I hardly saw my dad get my stepmom any gift. Traveling and seeing other cultures also help with opening one eyes. Yes, that's true. That's true. Being a company of good people, let's say the house of God, church, you see appreciation over there. You see some churches appreciating their pastor, appreciating, one another, appreciating, let's say, a leader in a group, even appreciating you. Maybe you had a baby or it's a baby shower, an adoring or something like that. You see that the church family will come together to appreciate and honor you. So what you are saying is true. It's very true. We are still taking questions. So please, if you have a question, shoot it. Let us hear from you and let God use us to answer. How do you appreciate your spouse? How to appreciate your spouse? God richly bless you. Okay, another question. Okay, somebody is just saying about herself. I'm divorced since 2012 and I'm dating. Maybe God is preparing me for Mr. Right. I don't know why. Yes, God is preparing you for Mr. Right. Sister Nadia, God will bring you the right man.
That's right.
It's never too late. Before God is preparing somebody for you. So take your time, wait for him. At the appointed time, you see Mr. Right. And we'll be praying for you as well that the Mr. Right will come sooner or later. God bless you.
And then what I want to say to you is this, that even as you wait for Mr. Right, it is important for you to learn. Okay? Just like what we are doing now, learn. Be a better version of yourself. I believe you learned some lessons in the previous marriage, whether a greater portion of the divorce was from your partner, from you, but you still, I believe you have learned something out of it. And now also bring yourself to a place of wholeness. And the Lord that rewards, it's my prayer that the Lord will bring you restoration where you lost the first marriage. I prophesy and I pray for you that God will bring you a better partner. That this marriage you are going to go into will be more successful. And you will never see divorce. in the mighty name of Jesus. And may the hand of the Lord rest upon your life. Amen. If you just join us, we are doing love and relationship, and we have been talking about appreciation or gratefulness in marriage, how to appreciate your partner in your marriage. And I said earlier, I said, if you want to say thank you, you will find 1,001 reasons why you want to say thank you. You have to tell yourself, I want to appreciate my partner. I want to appreciate my wife. I want to appreciate my husband. And as you do that, then you are able to say thank you. You are able to say thank you to your partner. But if you don't think about it, if you don't plan it, if you don't talk about it, you will not say thank you. You won't. If you are looking for fault, you'll find fault. That's true. But if you are looking for gratitude, you also find gratitude. And always find a reason to thank God for the life of your partner. I do that, and I'm honestly telling you, find a reason why. I'm generally a person who likes to reflect on where I'm coming from and where I am. And if you have the same mentality, where were you before? And when this man came into your life, when this woman came into your life, where is your life now? Say thank you. But I said thank you yesterday, man of God. Should I say it again? Say it again. Anytime. Yeah, go ahead.
We say thank you more often. Let it be part of you. Let it become part of you. You know, in everything that you do, let it be something that you say more often to your partner.
Yeah, and it's what Amanda just said. That thank you is a simple kiss or smile. It don't have to be bought. All right. I agree with you, Amanda. It's a simple thing. Claire is asking, in your dating each other, Apostle and Amina, what are some of the things you did or learned to facilitate appreciation? I had a great and an awesome example in the church where we met, Royalhouse, which is where we still are. We are pastoring now by the grace of God. So I saw my pastor, Apostle Jonathan Franchankra, showing gratitude and appreciation to his wife all the time. And I pick it up from there. And so me too, in my dealings with my beautiful wife here, every little thing and every little effort I see her put in to the relationship, into my life, I'm always saying thank you. I'm always sending a text message to say thank you. And we grew with that. And even up to today, we still live that way. All right? I don't know what happens in your home, but in my home, as my wife plans the menu for us to eat, as my wife gets food for us to eat, even in my prayer before I eat, I say, thank you, God, for the life of my wife, for giving us a wonderful menu, for giving us this meal to eat, and God bless her and grant her her desire. And if you ask her, she's here every now and then. I say, thank you very much for making us eat healthy. Thank you. And I've been doing this for years. Yeah.
Okay. So another example, that one, my husband is a pastor. You all know, he's a reverend minister. So he doesn't go out often. And his work is such that he's always in the office. And he doesn't go shopping or anything like that. But once in a while, he'll say, oh, let's take the kids out. Or I'm taking the kids out. Or I want to go out with the family. Or Mina, let's go out together. Oh my goodness. It's like he has done something to me. Because anytime I go out with him or he goes out with me, everything that I purchase for the house, I will make him pay. Everything. And it's something that when he does, it gives me joy.
You didn't hear what she said. She says, when she's with me, anything she wants to buy, she just packs everything.
I'll pick everything that I want to pick for the house, and then he will pay them. So anytime he says that, oh, I want to go with you, come with me to the store or something, I'll be like, oh, Jesus, thank you very much, because everything that we are going to buy today is going to pay it. And after everything, I will tell him, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for taking me out today. Thank you for going out with me today. It's just nice. It's just nice for you to say thank you and appreciate your spouse if he does something for you. It's just nice. It spices up the relationship.
And gentlemen, did you hear what my wife said? Don't be going out with your wife and be looking at your wife to take money from her wallet to do the payment. Not the ones that you go out with her, shopping, even groceries, whatever. Be a man, be a man, be a man. Be a man. But there's a comment here I want us to share, honey. From Jima said, being grateful brings the best in your partner. Thank you, Jima. Right on point. Right on the money. Right on the money. All right, right on the money. When you are grateful, it will bring the best out of your partner. Right on the money. Right on the money. Rosemary says, love, 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 love. And Sapat says, clapping, said, oh, okay. I'm so grateful. It's well. So you both want each other's hearts. That's what. Yeah. Yes, Mama Mina. Thank you. It's well, Amanda. Yeah. I like that. Amanda is replying to Jimmy and says, straight up, straight. That's it. That's how it goes. Yeah, Rosemary. Nadia. Yeah, I'm with you also. So we are talking about gratitude. We're talking about appreciation. We just have about a couple more minutes to go. Thank you, our Instagram viewers. We have not forgotten about you. We know you are there watching with us on Instagram. We are receiving questions now, and for your contributions also, and your examples also. So just bring them in, bring it in. Welcome, Collins, for joining us. Welcome, Deacon Priscilla, for joining us now. We are just about to finish, but come on in, and thank you, Deacon Tina, for coming, for joining us. Thank you. Come on in, everybody who's with us, come on in and bring your questions and let you know. Let's see what's going on YouTube. Let's see what's good on YouTube. Let's see what you got here. Because we have not received any question from YouTube yet. My YouTubers there, if you're there, let us see. Let you know the questions that you are asking already. Okay, good. Well, there's one more question from Claire. He says, how are you teaching your children to show gratitude in their marriage one day to their partners? It starts from home. Oh, yes. And you want to answer that?
How are you teaching your children to show gratitude in their marriage one day to their partners? Yes. For example, when I'm with my children, I always tell them about how appreciative I am for what the Lord is using my husband, who has used their father to do for me. You know, that's one of them. I tell them that, I appreciate your father. The father did this for me, has done that for me. So, that's what I normally do with them when their father is not around. Or sometimes, occasionally on his birthday, I'll tell them that, you know what to do for your father. If you don't know anything, just get a card. Write something good, or let's say appreciative words in it for your father. Words of inspiration for your father. Appreciate him for how good what he has done for you and for the family. So that's the second thing that I say to my children to do in the area of appreciating their father. Okay? And then the third thing is that they see my husband and I all the time. Mm-hmm. The way we appreciate ourselves is like, one time, one of our children said that you see yourself, you are at everywhere. You see yourself in the bedroom. You are together everywhere in this house, in church, outside, wherever you are, where you see mommy, you see daddy. Where you see daddy, you see mommy. And then I said, but what do you think? What do you expect us to do? It says, you are everywhere. It said, yeah, that's my man. So I'm teaching them how to appreciate a man or a woman. Okay, so that's the three things that I will leave.
Yeah, and it's true. We in our home, we always remind our children to be grateful for the little things in life. the little things in life. So our children are learning to be grateful. Um, Indeed, there's no Father's Day or Mother's Day or birthday that our children don't sit down to just reflect on how we have been a blessing to them and how they have to they just write, thank you, Daddy, for this and that. Thank you, Mommy, for that and that and that and that and that and that and that. I'm grateful for this and this and this and this. So they are learning it. They won't buy a card from outside. They make the card themselves. They write whatever they want from their own hearts.
To the extent that they've extended that to their friends and school and teachers and even bus driver.
Yeah.
During, let's say, they have a special day that they appreciate teachers, they appreciate their friends and bus drivers. They will write a note. I mean, when you see the notes, it will marvel you. Notes, and they will add gifts to it, like chocolate. They will insist that we buy them, candies, and they will wrap it or they will arrange it nicely with a card with something in it, right? They write something in it and send it to their friends and their teachers and the bus drivers. So it's very important that if you are in the house with your spouse, you show the children how to appreciate.
That's right.
Let
them appreciate each other. Let them learn to appreciate you. You also learn to appreciate them.
Yes.
For whatever God has used them to do. Yes. They are your kids, yes. but they are also a blessing to you. Yes. Children watch. All right. Your example is a better teacher than what you say. Yeah. What you do is a better teacher than what you say. So I want to encourage you to continue to model godliness before your children and let them learn from you. Yes. It's very important. Hey, Amanda, we also pray for Amanda said, I admire your ministry and family. I'm praying for a spouse with the qualities that was given in the teachings, and I'm applying them. All right, Amanda, God is going to do it for you according to your heart desire. The spouse you're looking for, I pray that the Lord Himself will bring you a man who will honor you, a man who will value you, a man who will recognize you, a man who will appreciate you. And even as you are preparing yourself, like the virgins who have extra oil, I pray that the Lord will honor you. Pray the Lord will honor you. I think our time is basically almost up, and we're going to be signing off. And we've been looking at appreciation and gratitude in marriage, which is a very key thing that will help every marriage and every relationship. And if your partner is not appreciating you, I think you should sit down and talk to your partner about it and let your partner understand how it's affecting you, your partner not appreciating you. If they are not listening, get somebody important, talk to the person, and let the person get involved, sit with the two of you so that you can inject appreciation into your marriage. It's going to build your marriage and build your marriage well. This is what Jima says. Most times we forget to show gratitude to people. To people God blesses us with. Powerful message. I'm going to appreciate my wife today and forever. Great one, Jima. Great one, Jima. I love that. I love that. It's working. It's working. It's working. It's working. It's working. So I want you yourself. I don't want you to leave this show going back home, going back to your business and thinking I'm waiting for my wife to appreciate me or my husband to appreciate me. I want you to leave and then think, how am I going to appreciate my partner this evening? If you have one. Think about it. What can I do? What can I say? Think about it. Choose your words nicely. Yes. Is it going to be a text message? Is it going to be a phone call? Is it going to be a note you're going to place on the bed or somewhere? Is it going to be a nice meal you're going to have with the person this evening and then tell them I appreciate? It's going to be a gift. Whatever it is, whatever we learn, and then we put it to practice. Yes. All right. Thank you, Henrietta. Henrietta says, God bless you for your teachings. I'm learning a lot. I will apply them in my everyday life. God bless you. I'm glad that what you're teaching is working well for people. Any final words for me now before we sign off? I just want to say thank you very much for tuning in. When we started, the line wasn't that good. And then last week, we didn't come on because of fasting and prayer.
that we did in our church. But from next week, like today, we've come to you. Next week, we are going to come to you again. So stay tuned, share, and then let us also know how good we have been to you, and keep praying for us. And we will be praying for you as well. May God richly bless you. Same time next week. Do not miss. And your life will not be the same again. Your relationships are not going to be the same again. Your marriage is not going to be the same again. If you are believing God for a wonderful and a blessed marriage, get ready. It's coming. In Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Well, Francis, well, you got it. Francis said, I'm getting a very beautiful gift, special gift from my wife. Thank you, Francis. Do it. Everybody go practice. And what this? I want next week when we are coming, all of you who have been able to practice what we are doing, I'll give you the chance. Send us WhatsApp messages. Let us know. Send us inbox us. Let us know that you've done this for your spouse, and tell us the reaction from your spouse, the result from your spouse. We want to see your relationship work out.
Yes.
We want to prepare those who are not married to have excellent marriages.
Yes.
We love you.
We love you.
We appreciate you.
I will be praying for you. God bless you.
All right, love you. Stay blessed and take care. Have a blessed evening. We'll come your way again next week. Thank you, Instagram viewers. We want to love you and say thank you very much and God bless you. YouTube viewers, thank you very much. We love you. Bye-bye. God bless you. God bless you all.
Nikki, God bless you. It is well, Amanda. God bless you. Henrietta, God bless you. God bless you. Barry, God bless you. Jima, God bless you. Oh, first lady.
And I can't sweep you off of your feet.
God bless you, Tanisha.
Will your mouth still remember the taste of my love?
God bless you. God bless all of you.
Will your eyes still smile from your cheek?
God bless you. Harris,
Darling,
God bless you. Joyce, God bless all of you.
Be loving you
Or take care of
till
yourself.
we're 70.
God bless you, Instagram viewers. Thank you very much.